Make an offering to your ancestors, and through your offering, renew your connection to all of the past that made you what you are. And when you are done, turn and move to the next shrine. And here you find a fountain that seems to replenish itself endlessly. And all around it, there are images of birth and death. This fountain is the water of life. It flows and flows. This shrine is a wall of words. Look closely, and you'll see every name of everything and everyone. You'll see your name, the one your parents gave you, and the secret one you call yourself. You'll see the name that the divine has for you, and the name you have for the divine. These are the names of creation. Through these names, we connect to everything that is and ever was. Find the names that have the most meaning for you and take them into yourself. Let these sacred names connect you to creation, and let these names connect creation to you. And when you are ready, move on to the next shrine. Which have you broken? Take a moment to renew the promises that should be kept and release the ones that should not be kept. Take a deep breath and release it. And when you're ready, move on to the next shrine. This is a shrine of home and hearth, the place where you feel safe and warm. Take the time to look at the shrine and let the feeling of safety wash over you. Let the warmth and safety of home envelop you. Find something to leave as an offering to the hearth, that it may be replenished for all who need it. And slowly, when you are ready, move to the next shrine. In this shrine is an image of the divine as you experience it, of God as you see it. All around are offerings of gratitude. Find something to give as an offering of gratitude. Reflect on all the blessings in your life and all the things for which you are grateful. And let the shrine fill you with joy as you move to the next. As you stand at the final shrine, you see a cup with a prayer etched into it. Eternal wellspring of peace, may we be drenched with the longing for peace, that we may give ourselves over as the earth to the seas, to the rain, to the dew, until peace overflows our lives as living water overflows the seas. Ve'yakol Yisrael Va'imru Imru Amen. When you're all ready to move on back and begin our brief Rosh Chodesh celebration this evening, let me know. Just give me a little shout in the chat room so I know everyone's caught up with me again. Thank you, Starfire. Start to get a feel. I'll get used to the timing of this, I think, over the next few Rosh Chodesh, the slight delay that happens. Thank you. So Rosh Chodesh is the celebration of the new month. One of the things I do love about Judaism is, I think we forget this sometimes, but what is most sacred, what is supposed to be most sacred to us in many ways, is time. What makes a place sacred is something that happened there. So it's the time that happened, an experience, that generally makes it sacred. And Rosh Chodesh is the honoring of the new month. And by honoring Rosh Chodesh every month, we get to experience Jewish time. And we get to feel that dual cycle that as Jews we live in, where we live in secular time, but we also live in sacred time. So with Rosh Chodesh, this portion, which there's a PDF link somewhere, I think I can send it out, or Michael can for me. You don't need it again. If you want to have it, you're welcome to it. But it's a very simple service, this portion of it, based on 3 ideas. One is expressing of gratitude for the month that has passed, and beginning with expressing gratitude, because it's very easy to complain about everything that's happened to us. So I begin actually with what I think is hard, and that's expressing gratitude. And then the second part is acknowledging that sometimes we need some help. And traditionally we don't ask the divine for help on Shabbat because it's the day of rest. So as we express the things that we know we need strength for in the coming month, feel free to say it to whomever you want, to the rest of the community, to yourself. It's a way of just being truthful and honest about things you may need some help with. And I also want to invite, and maybe Michael can help with this, either now or after, One Shul actually has a prayer wall, and that's really kind of cool. So if you have something you're really struggling with, that you really need some strength and support for in the coming month, I invite you to share it with us here now, but I also invite you to post it to the prayer wall and let other people know so they can add their energy and their prayers to help you. And then the final piece is opening ourselves up to all that is wonderful and the divine and God as we experience it. And I love doing this on Shabbat, actually, because I feel like we've already opened ourselves, so it's really nice to move into that. So the way this works pretty simply is you get to hear more of me singing, which I hope is not a horrible thing. I think I can hold a tune. And the first, when I'm singing the chant for gratitude, I invite you in the chat window to share what it is you're grateful for. Something that I'll probably begin next month as I figure out some of the configuration again is I usually actually do physical offerings with this of grain and oil. And what I will do, and I invite you to do this yourselves if you choose, is as I'm saying what I have need for, other people are saying, pouring grain into a bowl or oil into a bowl, and then I have a special place outside that I take all of it to give as an offering. Something about that physical action helps to just solidify it and make it that much more real. So as we move into Rosh Chodesh, I'm actually going to begin with, I guess it's another Baruch. This is, I believe, written by Hannah Tiferet Siegel. And I invite you, as I start this, to think about the holy names that you do use for God, but also the holy names you use for yourself and the holy names that God calls you. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. I call on the light of my soul. I've come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I've come home. Baruch Hu, dear ones, Shekhinah, holy name. You have called on the light of your souls. Welcome home. And now we move into a place of gratitude, of expressing what we're grateful for, of naming it in public and naming it to our community, to witness and honor what it is we're grateful for. The song is Moda Ani. If you're a woman, Moda Ani. If you're a man, Moda Ani. It's traditionally part of the morning prayer service, but I don't know anything better to use to express gratitude. The particular version, just to give the credit that's due, is written by Holly Tyasher. And it's really great with drums, so think that there's drumming going on as I'm doing this. Moda ani lefanecha, Moda ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, I am grateful. Oh, I am grateful in the face of the one, in the face of the one. Moda ani lefanayich, Moda ani lefanayich, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, I am grateful. Oh, I am grateful in the face of the one, in the face of the one. Moda'ani lefanecha, Moda'ani lefanecha, Ruach Chai v'kayam. Oh, I am grateful. Oh, I am grateful in the face of the one, in the face of the one. Let's see some of the things that we're all grateful for. Family of blood and spirit, this community and its coming together for each other. Family, this moment. Home. Ooh, a son who's smiling at somebody's, at you singing right now. I'm singing, oh, me, yay. Your son is smiling. My pet rabbits just started thumping at me angrily. More family. I'm definitely grateful for my family as well. My husband, my family of blood and of spirit, my spiritual communities of Bunchel and of Kohenet and of becoming. So many things actually that I'm really grateful for this month. So gratitude. Doesn't feel like it was too hard for everybody. That's actually good. Sometimes it seems like it is the hardest thing. So now we share what we need strength for. And one thing I want to share about the coming month that starts tonight, Adar Aleph, Adar 1, is that it's a leap year this year. So we have 2 months of Adar. There's a bit of a debate that I've had with many people, not debate, but discussion. I don't argue with them. They probably know better than I do, about which Adar is the additional month. Some say it is the first month, some say it is the second month. After much discussion, it turns out it is apparently Adar Aleph that's actually the extra month. And what's really interesting is that it is the pregnant pause. It is a void. We don't have any holidays. They're gone. They got moved to Adar Bet. And so this month is very interesting because it really gives you a chance to experience and manifest what you need, and it's a pause before we go into another very, very busy holiday season again. We go into Purim, and then we have Pesach, and the holidays just are coming and coming again. And so it's something to think about, is that this is a month where we have a pause again, and it's a chance to think about what the world means to us. So, and everyone, I see lots of people sharing, and so I'm going to do a quick round of this song for you, with you. I'm hoping people are singing. I know a few of the names that I'm seeing know these songs. This is again a version from Halitaya Sher. Most of my chants come from her. It's Micha Mocha, but it is actually to the tune of a traditional circle song that I actually believe might be written by Abby Spinner. So it is Micha Mocha Ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Adar Kodesh, Nora Tehilot Osei Fele, Nora Tehilot Osei Fele. The Spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The Spirit is flowing through you and me. Adonai, guide me, be faithfully beside me. Adonai, guide me and bless how I be. Spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The Spirit is flowing through you and me. Shekhinah reside in me, your wisdom lives inside of me. Shekhinah reside in me, O Holy of Holies. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha Adar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, O seifele, Nora tehilot, O seifele. Carol Lester, yes, you do know this one. And I'm pretty sure I saw Allie there too. So hi, Allie. I know Allie knows this one too. I like that version a lot. The using Adonai or Hashem sometimes with Shekhinah allows me to feel the idea of Adonai as being God from without and Shekhinah to be God from within. And it's sort of creating a bubble of divine to wrap around from within and without, and calling on the divine that is from beyond us, but also that spark that lives within us, that we can grow when we need to and really connect all things together. So I saw lots of things that people need strength for. Financially, I think there's a lot of people right now who financially might need some help. Making way into the Jewish community. Be Hope. Oh, what a great name anyway. Hope. You're here. You're in the Jewish community. You don't even need to make your way. You're here. Welcome home. You're here. Strength for finishing school. And I want to wish the strength for finishing school to Michael as well as Bud. The name of this, okay, Hope, the name of the song, where you're hearing it from is actually a song called The River is Flowing. So that may help you know what it is. And you can reach out to me later. I can send you what that one is to help you figure out what that was. So I wish all for you the strength that you need to get through the coming month. And so now we get to finish our Rosh Chodesh celebration, our entry into Adar Aleph. Our entry into the month of the void, of the pause. It's also the month of the Fool, and it's also, at least according to me and many others, the month of Dinah. We have 12 tribes and we have 12 months, and there's a tribe associated with every month. And since we have a 13th month and a 13 named child of Yisrael, I think Dinah deserves her own month. So, and it's something that a lot of feminist women, Jewish women, have really come out and said, have been moving towards. I've been encouraging people, and I just did it myself. I reread the book, The Red Tent. It's a novel, but it's really interesting. It's an interesting vision into the lives of the matriarchs, fictional vision, but well-researched. And so our last piece is really an opening up to the void, which is a little bit scary, but actually Shabbat is a time of void. Bamidbar, the wilderness, is a place of void. It's a place that lets us figure out what we need to know before we take the next steps of growth in our lives. So that's really a lot of what Adar Aleph is all about for me. So this one is, I only know it as a rainbow camp song. That's how it's been referred to me all the time. But it's beautiful, and I think it's a lovely song. So again, I invite you to close your eyes if you like, or share what you're opening yourself to, or sing along. You can type the words, or just sing along and I'll hear you singing. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening, we are opening, we are opening, We are opening. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening up in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. We are opening. I am opening up in sweet surrender to Shabbos time and the challah that's still sitting over there calling me. I'm opening up to possibilities. I see other people opening up to bliss and to goodness and to love and to life, l'chaim. Yay. I invite you all to open up to the new month, to Jewish time, to watching the moon. It's an amazing part to me of Jewish time. Some of you know I have seen on hopefully PunkTorah, and I send out 2 weeks before the new month. I send out a guide to the month, and this year it's based on the tribes. And now I watch the moon. When I see a full moon or it's getting really close to full, I know, oh no, I'm out of time. I have to send it. I have to get finished. And when I see that half moon, I always have to look and go, wait, is that half to full or half to dark? When is that going out? Is it Rosh Chodesh, or do I owe everybody a post really fast? And it's really kind of an amazing thing to have that marker in the sky every night reminding me that I'm a Jew and that I can live my life by watching the moon and knowing when my new months begin. And I invite you to experiment with that and try and see if it helps you to move more fully into the idea of Jewish life and Jewish time. And so the hour is drawing late, so I want to move us through the end of our Shabbat service. I know Michael, I think Michael has kids. I really saw his wife last week. Patrick, wait, whose daughter is Willow? Wait, yeah, I know that's your daughter, Michael, because I heard her on the phone the other day when we talked. So we'll be finishing up with the end of our Shabbat service with Aleinu. And I'm going to once again go back to the Kohenet Siddur for Aleinu, to stay in this, in a language of openness and inclusiveness. I'm not in any way dissing the One Shul Siddur. Aleinu is a very difficult prayer for a lot of people and in a lot of ways. So I want to, but this one suits my mood, so I'm going with this one. Yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, u'shemo echad, u'shemo echad, tihyeh havaya achat, verucha achat, verucha achat, verucha achat, and we will see Shekhinah in the wind across the land. We are a circle within her circle, and we will be Shekhinah in the work of our hearts and our hands. She is a circle within our circle. V'ne'emar v'haya havaya l'ruach al kol ha'aretz. Bayom hahu, yeh havaya echad. U'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. And it is written, one day we will see the one who rules, is the wind blowing across the earth, and in that day we will know that being is one, and being's name is one. Hatzlacha la'adama, Chaim l'mayim, Nuach l'ruach, Yesh la'esh. May the earth prosper, may the waters teem with life, may the winds be gentle, and may the fires of life always be. Amen. And as we truly do begin to come to a close of our Shabbat and Rosh Chodesh service tonight, we move into Mourner's Kaddish. I'm going to use the Mourner's Kaddish from the One Shul Siddur, sorry. It's on the bottom of page 36. It is an untraditional Mourner's Kaddish, so if you are in mourning and you would prefer to say the traditional, I invite you to do so. The Mourner's Kaddish, the English translation, the traditional one is written in Aramaic, and the English translation, if you read it, it doesn't mention death anywhere. It doesn't mention loss. It praises God. It challenges us in our moments of deepest loss, actually, to praise. It's not originally a prayer of mourning. We've just come to use it that way over the centuries and adopted it into that. This version, I wrote it. Michael and Patrick were kind enough to include it in the prayer book. I feel odd not mentioning tonight that I did write this, just because I'm choosing various things to use. So the words for this Mourner's Kaddish came to me 2 years ago when a teacher of mine passed. Her name was Rosemary Koyman. She was not Jewish. She was a high priestess of another tradition who was very kind to me, and I learned a lot from. And when she passed, I started to cry. And then I heard a voice. I heard her voice. I have no doubt of that. And she said, "You silly little girl, why are you crying? Get me a scotch." Rosemary was a card and a half. She was a spitfire. She was an activist. She was an extraordinary woman. And I'm ever grateful that she put these words into my hands to write and to share. The original version I wrote of this actually was from the Voice of the Dead. But I found that was really disturbing to people. So it's been changed, so it's I Send You On. And I try in this to honor the spirit of the traditional Mourner's Kaddish with the sense of praising and acknowledging for ourselves that death is part of life and we have to send people on. Yes, it is Aramaic hope. So as we begin our Mourner's Kaddish, I invite you to say the name of anyone that you are in mourning for, and it doesn't have to be the traditional one-year mourning period. If there's anyone that you are dedicating Mourner's Kaddish to tonight, I invite you to say the name. And if you have no one, it is always a lovely thing to pray for those who have no one to pray for them. As I see some of the names, we have Virginia Knight, for myself, I suppose it's appropriate for Rosemary Koyman. Eldon and Leora Hartenstein, Eldon and Leora. Florence Layton. Feel free to continue writing names in as we begin the Mourner's Kaddish. I send you on with love in my heart, crying tears of joy for the life you have lived, praising the source of life for connecting our lives. I send you on to the next life. I send you on the way you lived, embracing who you are, not the space you leave, praising the source of life for allowing us to love. I send you on to the next life. I send you on without fear. I will not curse or rent my garments. Praising the source of life for granting us time, I send you on to the next life. I send you on with praise, singing songs of joy for all creation, praising the source of life for giving us life. I send you on to the next life. I send you on with libations and toasts, drinking to health and drinking to life, praising the source of life for giving us words to share. I send you on to the next life. I send you on with stones, not flowers. I will not add death to death, praising the source of life for all creation. I send you on to the next life. Amen. Some of the other names that I see: Norma, Bob, Eileen, Retta, Tito, Evelyn, Emil, Marlo. And so we come to the end of our service, which it always seems like such a downer to end on Mourner's Kaddish. But it's important to remember that it's a part of life. So while I move over to say the bracha, how about a quick Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Okay, pick that energy up a little bit again. So, little